You see that's a rose right there? Okay, and it's this dress, it's right underneath that dress. Now what happened was yesterday, or is it September 23rd yesterday? No, 24th. It was Sunday, and we went to a restaurant, and so initially I went to the bathroom, and then if I process a thought in my head, and they can see everything I do, right? Because my eyes are like a camera, they can see everything on a computer. So just because I processed a thought, I try not to touch my purse whenever I go to bathroom, right? And so I had to like touch my purse right after I went to the bathroom. So, oh, your purse is now contaminated, and and then I washed my hands, and then I went out, and it's just having, I mean, out like at the table, and it was, and I for most part, like we were just eating with fork and knives, like I didn't even use my hands to eat the food. And after that we came home, and nothing was that I didn't have sore throat, fever, nothing. And then I just woke up this morning having this fever, and I know that this is induced fever because just yesterday there was a guy. His YouTube channel is called Alien Contactee. Okay, he said that when these people can beam at certain frequencies, they can mimic diseases. Okay, so yes, they can, or it could be, and even the military. There was a military article that I read where they can beam these frequencies and mimic all kind of diseases. From COVID to fever and all kind of other diseases they can mimic. So either it's that, or it could be pure witchcraft. They just make a pact with these gene demons. They just tell them to, go to this person's body and just like contaminate their body and with these or microorganisms, whatever it is. So it is induced fever basically. Okay. And so it's okay. So because I process a thought, because they have programmed me for hygiene stuff, right? And even yesterday, so I was eating salad, and we had some pasta and ordered and all that. Right now in the salad there was like small, like literally this small piece of bread. Okay, they had like there were four pieces of these kind of breads instead of croutons. Like there were these bread pieces. Okay, what happened was, so first bread piece I ate, they had no problem. Second one I offered to my hubby, and while he was eating it, at the simultaneously I picked up the third one from my plate and I was eating it. Immediately they placed a stone in my mouth, and I had to spit out that bread. And I had to tell my hubby that they just placed stone in my mouth. Okay, so oh yeah, because my hubby said, oh, he doesn't want the bread. He just had like, even from this much of the bread size, he had half of it, and the rest half he placed it in my plate. I'm like, if you don't want, just leave it in your plate. No, I don't want it. So anyways, so just because we had that conversation, it could be that, because now they found another reason to horn into something to make me feel humiliate, guilt, all that. Oh, why did you serve bread to him, right? I just asked, he wanted to try, that was his choice. So, but instead, oh, no bread is no good, pasta is okay. Yesterday pasta was okay, then they don't want to make issues about that. Okay, only if I make at home some pastas or noodles, well, then it's bad. We then gonna put stones in your noodles and your pastas, right? Or start to give me shooting needle pains in my abdomen and all that. So yeah, this kind of BS I have to go through. So I had to take out the food from my mouth, and I had to tell my hubby about all that. And then we came home. I had nothing. Like I was all good. I didn't feel feverish, nothing. And then morning I woke up. Right now I'm feverish, and so I know that all these is part. They want to make issue about that. Oh, you touched your purse when you went, inside the bathroom, and usually what I do is whenever if I feel like touching or something, I always like kind of wipe down my purse. And so, yesterday I didn't wipe down. Oh look, you didn't wipe down. So basically they want to hone into something, right? Like wipe down in the sense I disinfect it. That's what I'm saying with the wipes. So they wanted to make issue about it, and but it's okay for these very people to have the same these kind of cockroaches in my sink area. It would go from the sink. Okay, you see, sink is dirty area, so from the dirty area, it will climb up and it will go where I have washed my utensils. I even the drying mats, I washed it like just 2 days ago. Then. And then immediately after 2 days, I saw like there was cockroach. Okay, to make issue about my food, about something or the other. Okay, it's only that reason. And so they harassed. This cockroach harassment in my sink area lasted for 2 years or 2 3 years. It was horrible. Like I had to go through all that, rewashing sometimes, because I don't have to keep wash. So many utensils are there on the drying mat, and the cockroach will pass there. And so how many times I'm going to keep rewashing, right? So the cockroach will appear only at a particular place where they want to make an issue. So say there are like 10, 15 utensils or plates or whatever drying on the drying mat. Say they want to make issue about something in which I use the spatula. So the cockroach will come only near that spatula. Or there's a container lid that I placed there, or container. Then they wants to make about whatever was in that particular container. Then the cockroach will only come there. So usually I used to then just wash that particular container, and of course then I have to wash the mats again. So yeah, all this BS was going. So it's okay for these very ex-FBI agent Geral Sosbee to come to the kitchen area, contaminate all the washed utensils and drying mats and all that, counter area also. Then it's okay. Then nobody's going to give fever to Geral Sosbee. Oh, how dare you contaminate and make people's life in jeopardy. They can get food poisoning, they can get sick, they can get all kind of other stuff just because you want to contaminate, you want to show off, you and your Jehovah's Witnesses who are into witchcraft and black magic and all that, right? So then it's okay. Then what happened? Yeah, and then they have placed so many times, they placed hair in our food. Not only my food, but even in the food that I used to cook for my hubby or for my family. They placed hair, and it was not my hair, because most of the time my hair is tied up, and still the hair would just show up in the food. That's not usual. I never had these kind of issues before 2015. I cooked for so many years before that also. We never had these kind of issues ever. Only after Jehovah's Witness started to visit me for straight 2 years in 2014, 15 or 15, 16, something like that. Only after that, all these things started to show up. And now I want to show you something else. So that's the roach over there. Come here. And there's a bathtub. And right on the top, right there, yesterday when I came, so I was watching a Netflix series. Okay, it's about it's something in the line of like this guy who gets all these powers suddenly. He cannot take injustice, he's into law and order and all that, and so he will speak up for the injustice. He will try to investigate his friend's death. He will try to speak up against the authority. So it was like a kind of reminding of myself, like who the person that I am. And so it was kind of the boy was kind of reflection of mine. But I'm not saying that I'm having all those powers that was shown in the Netflix. No, I don't have those kind of powers. But all I'm saying is a little bit of his whatever he had within him, these kind of stuff was kind of reflecting myself. Anyways, I was watching that series, and in that series, they are showing it's based on Norse mythology, they say, but they are showing this group of people who are elites and they are not human beings. So, and we have heard so many times that all these royal families, these elite peoples, they are all reptilians. And literally, in that Netflix series, they show that how this guy is turning into a reptilian. He's shown naked and he's turning into reptilian, and then he literally jumps on a reindeer or deer, reindeer or something, and he kills it, and he takes out the heart of that reindeer and eats it. Then his wife is shown to have, you know, like intimacy with two students, okay? And usually I never see all those kind of parts. I kind of fast forward all of that. And yesterday they were showing his wife was in the bathtub having this milk bath. So I don't know, they wanted to make issue about milk because I was having a thought that, oh my god, look at these people wasting so much milk just to show, she's having a milk bath, unless and until they use some kind of CGI graphics, CGI, whatever, VFX, whatever they use, unless, but I don't know, it looked very real milk to me. So I was just having a thought that, oh look, they had a real milk. There's so much wasting of milk, for this stuff. And I don't know, and then his husband was, trying to get intimate, but I didn't watch all that part, I fast forwarded after that. And so I don't know, they wanted to make issue about the milk or the husband or whatever it was, I don't know. So they placed a centipede right on the top of that bathtub. So this is how they do. I never had any of these. First of all, I never had cockroaches in my house, ever. Okay? All this cockroach business started in 2021 onwards. No, sorry, 2020 onwards, maybe. Or was it 2019 onwards or 20 onwards? I don't remember exactly which year it started, but it recently started, okay? Only after the targeting started. Centipedes and millipedes, they always used to have all these weird insect activities, but only in the form of dictation. Whatever I will do, centipedes have to show up. I told you about the bathroom, right? To clean the bathroom they used to do. But yesterday, because what had happened was, we went to a restaurant, we came home at night. I changed my clothes here in the bathroom, and then I went out, just watching this Netflix series. And then I came back. So I just watched it for 2.5 hours, something like that. And then I came back and I saw this centipede because I came back in the bathroom. So within that 2.5 hours, something happened for that centipede to be there. And then I had to go back, think what happened, why they're showing it in the bathtub. And then it was a bathtub scene that happened in that Netflix series. And so this is how I have to go back, I have to think, what happened, because they are synchronizing everything, as Dr. Richard Boylan says, for super interrogation purpose. This is super interrogation. The cockroach here to give me fever right now, to make issue about, oh look. And what happened was, so why they gave me fever, because now you touch the purse, and then of course you are eating with knife and fork, you're not really touching your food, but we had some leftover that we placed the pasta in the box. But now you're touching the box, and you place the box in the refrigerator, right, with my hands. Oh look, now everything is dirty in the refrigerator. And my father-in-law, who touches the trash can, okay, he will not even wash his hands with soap. He just kind of washes just with water for 2 seconds or 3 seconds at the most. He used to turn off the tap, and then with the same hand he would touch everywhere, be it refrigerator doors, be it everywhere, remote controls, or be it or other doors, everywhere, right? And literally had to tell him to keep washing your hands with soap. And still today, I just recently saw he's still not doing it with soap. I mean, even if he takes soap immediately without even washing, rubbing his hands, and make even a foam of the soap, no, he will not even make a foam. He will immediately, here he pump the soap and immediately his hand is in water. So the soap will just, go to drain. This is not how microorganisms get killed, right? Yeah. So these people always want to hone into something just to make me feel guilty about, or just make issue about something or the other. And then it's okay for these very people to have their roaches, their FBI agents, crawling in my sink area and my newly washed utensils, contaminating everything. It's okay for them to put hair, somebody else's hair in our food because they are doing witchcraft. So obviously it's somebody's hair because it's not my hair. My hair are usually tied up. Okay. And it's okay to put stones in my food, then it's okay. Okay, God knows how many stones I might have swollen, I don't know. And who knows, tomorrow I'll have some kind of kidney stones out of it, I don't know. But anyway, so this is what these people do. They try to play reverse psychology on us. Okay. And so, but my father-in-law, he never felt sick. And just because he touched everywhere in the refrigerator and the same food I cooked, say he touched a container or something and I took out the container, from that I cooked something, or maybe it's fruits, then I took out the fruits and I served it to other people, or they themselves take the fruit or whatever it is. Whatever, it could be pickles or it could be anything, bread, anything, right? So not, God knows, I mean, then nobody felt sick because they don't want to make issue about my father-in-law. They don't want to make issue about any other people in the house. Then they are not, nobody's, ever since he has come here, I haven't seen him fall sick ever, even though he's not washing his hands. Okay. So yeah, this is the kind of BS I have to go through. And I never felt this kind of sick that they do it because I told you, even if I used to eat their cooked food, their leftover food, and I don't like to waste food. So if I think that, oh, let me finish their food, I used to eat their leftover food. This is the exactly same symptoms they used to give me. They used to give me this kind of mild fever. So when I wake up, I'm mild feverish. Okay? So, oh, you cook their food. Oh, their food is all contaminated. Look, they don't wash their hands. Look, it's the same hygiene programming. Then they used to, and so I had to stop eating their food, their leftover food. And now, if they don't eat, I have to literally trash that food because I don't like to waste food. And so I literally used to eat their food, and immediately the same symptoms that today they have given me, I used to have this kind of mild fever. And it's so bizarre if you think about it, because we used to eat together before 2000. Their extreme hygiene, all these things started into, because a lot of hygiene programming they've done with me, right? So before 2000, what is it, 19 maybe, like before COVID, they didn't move with us, and we used to go visit their house, or they used to come visit here, and we used to eat all together, same food, same stuff. But yeah, we did notice every time we used to visit their house, my hubby and I always used to get sick, always. Be it fever or be it sore throat, something or the other is going on whenever we used to go visit them. Because yeah, they are not into that hygiene stuff as much, right? As I said. So God knows. But yeah, we used to eat same food when they used to come here. But basically, I was very into hygiene, so my kitchen used to be very, you know, like very hygienically maintained, so maybe that's why I didn't fall sick. I'm not sure. But yeah, every time I used to eat them, my hubby eats there at that food, that is cooked, because he doesn't care about all them. He's not falling sick, but it's only if I ate, then I fall this kind of feverish, like mild fever that would last 1 day or 1.5 day or something like that. So that is almost induced. And then I figured, okay, a military article is there, it clearly talks about how they beam certain frequencies at you, and they can mimic this kind of fever, they can mimic all kind of other uh, diseases. Same thing was said by alien contactee, that he showed a video of another person, and he said that these people can beam frequencies at people and mimic certain diseases, and either it's that, like I said, or it's pure witchcraft where they can just tell these their gene and demons to give me some kind of because they are everything they are doing internally anyways. They are giving me shooting pain in my hip, in my bone area. Okay, not only my muscle area they target, they also target my bone area. So, or even the sexual, what do you call, seduction that they do with me. Okay, how the heck they are mimicking that? So that has to be via witchcraft. Not everything is directed energy weapons. um, at least I don't think so, that part, because I've heard from Almas Jacob that these people, when they do witchcraft, they can do all these kind of sexual thing. And by the way, there was a black lady who came on CNN on Anderson Cooper's show, and she clearly talks about that via witchcraft they can have these entities do astral travel, and they can have sex with the person of their choice. And so right now they're not doing sexually as much with me. They have kind of minimized a lot. Okay, but I think last, was it the start of 2023, they used to do a lot. And I initially I couldn't understand. I didn't even know that something of this sort you can do it. That somebody can mimic a sexual activity with you, and you can't even see anybody, like, and but you're having all these same um, symptoms as if you're having either intercourse or you're having just a sexual seduction. It's not intercourse, but it's just sexual seduction. I can't explain every of the symptoms, but all these are again different kind of symptoms. Okay, and obviously any psycho person cannot do it by themselves. It has, and I don't think so it's directed energy weapons either. So the black lady who came on Anderson Cooper's show and said that, yeah, we can do via witchcraft, we can do these astral, the gene demons or whatever, they can do astral travel and have the sex with the person of their choice. So to me, all these people who are watching me, monitoring me 24/7, they make a pact with these jinn, and so basically they tell them what to do, what not to do. Oh, here, now you give these diseases to her. Okay, now you do sexual seduction to her. Oh, now you do sexual intercourse to her. Oh, now you give sleep paralysis to her. Oh, now you do this to now you put the cockroach here, now you put centipede there, this kind of stuff. So yeah, so I know that all this is induced and it's not natural. Okay, and that is what I keep saying, that all these people, Ralph Smart, who tries to act over smart, wearing his coat and being so showing off that, oh look, you can be free, and you're a free being, and you're attached to this 5D matrix, and 5D dimension and all that. He will call the people who are on TV, those kind of celebrities on his channel. And so that tells me, and I saw it, that he goes on different platforms, the television platforms and other social media platforms. He's getting millions of views and followers, and I'm like, okay, only Illuminati celebrity is gonna get this kind of exposure. If you're not Illuminati like myself, and I'm trying to expose the crimes, I barely get, like, I don't know, 2-3 views on my videos, because people are not interested in my stuff, right? Because they don't want to sit and know what is going on and how these people are controlling doing mind hacking, body hacking, and manipulating the matrix system, the 3D world, and literally manipulating everything. And of course, it is affecting all these people, but they don't want to know. The Maui fires happened. A lot of it is directed energy weapons, part of it is their agenda, but they don't want to know when I expose the truth that, hello, they are using directed energy weapons. I got so many proofs. Here are the military articles. But we don't care. Yeah, well, then suffer if you don't care, right?